All right, let's get into it. Today, we're talking about something we all use literally every single day, but probably don't give a second thought to: the good old trash can. But we're about to see how a company called Beacon is giving it a major 21st century upgrade and turning it into a really key piece of the puzzle for building smarter, cleaner cities.
And they start with this quote, which you have to admit is pretty great. It's sharp, it's a little cheeky, and it gets right to the heart of the matter. The way we're handling our trash right now is, well, it's kind of rubbish.
And this is exactly why. I mean, this picture probably looks pretty familiar, right? Our waste systems are just overflowing. We throw everything together, which makes the whole process inefficient, messy, and just completely unsustainable for our planet.
So that brings us right to our first big topic, this overflowing trash problem. What's actually going on when we just toss everything into one single bin?
Well, this is what's known as the one-bin problem. See, when you throw your leftover food in with a plastic bottle, that organic waste contaminates the recyclable stuff. That makes recycling way harder and less efficient. It makes any kind of large-scale composting pretty much impossible. And the end result? Our landfills just get bigger and bigger.
And this comparison just says it all, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the messy reality we see every day. And on the right, you have the clean, sleek, and, well, smart alternative that Beacon is proposing. The difference is night and day.
Okay, so if the old way is totally broken, what's the fix? Well, Beacon's answer is what they're calling a bin with a brain. Let's take a look at how this thing actually plans to solve our trash problem.
So what is Beacon, exactly? At its core, it's a smart bin that runs on AI, artificial intelligence, and IoT, the Internet of Things. All that really means is that it's a physical trash can that's connected to the internet so we can send and receive data. And its main job? To use that tech to automatically sort our waste the moment we throw it away, turning a huge problem into a valuable resource.
And it does this in 4 really cool ways. First up, it uses AI and a bunch of sensors to figure out what you just tossed in. Then, it automatically sorts that item into the right little compartment inside the bin. Third, and this is a big one, it actually starts converting the organic waste into compost. And all the while, it's keeping track of how full it is in real time and sending that info up to the cloud.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of how Beacon actually sorts it all out. We're going to pop the hood and see the technology that makes all this magic happen.
You know, from your perspective as the user, the whole process couldn't be simpler. You just drop your trash in. Instantly, the bin's AI camera and sensors figure out if it's plastic, metal, organic, or something else. Little motorized flaps inside then guide the item into the correct container. If it's organic waste, it starts its journey to becoming compost. And the whole time, data is being beamed to the cloud. You just drop it in and walk away. That's it.
This flowchart gives us a great look at the bin's brain in action. If you follow along from the top, you can see the waste comes in and gets scanned by the AI sensors. The system's first decision is, what is this? Metal? Plastic? Organic? Based on that decision, it gets routed to the right place, recycling or composting. And then at the bottom, you can see how it constantly checks how full the compartments are and sends all that juicy data to the main system.
So yeah, it really all boils down to 2 key steps. First is detection. And it's not just a camera, it's a whole suite of sensors. An AI camera, plus metal, moisture, liquid, and infrared sensors, all working together to get a super accurate ID on each item. Then comes the sorting, which is handled by these automatic motorized flaps that physically direct the waste into the right little section.
But you know, this tech isn't just about making things neater. This next part is where it gets really interesting, because it's all about how Beacon plans to turn our trash into actual treasure. We're talking about creating real value from the things we throw away every day.
And the benefits of this smart approach they're huge. It's not just about a cleaner environment. The system creates real, tangible value. The compost it makes can become fertilizer for farms or city gardens. Waste collection becomes way more cost-effective because sanitation trucks are only sent out when a bin is actually full. It's a system that's not just good for the planet, but it's good for the budget, too. And this right here is the real game changer. This whole waste-to-value idea is what makes Beacon more than just a smart box. It's like a mini factory, turning our food scraps and other organic stuff into compost, which is by itself a valuable product. Now, to manage all this efficiency across a whole city, you need data, and that is where the app comes in. This dashboard gives city managers a live, real-time look at their entire waste network, all from their phone or computer.
And just look at these features. You can see how powerful this is. You get live fill levels for every single compartment, plastic, metal, you name it. You can track how much compost is being produced. You get automatic alerts when a bin is getting full. You can even check to make sure the auto-sorting is working perfectly. This is the kind of data that means no more overflowing bins and no more wasted trips for garbage trucks.
So all of this brings us to the really big picture. How does a whole network of these smart bins actually help us build smarter, cleaner cities? What does that transformation really look like on a large scale?
Well, it's designed to scale up through a really smart business model. Beacon can sell the bins directly to businesses and governments. Then they can offer a subscription for access to that powerful data dashboard we just saw. They can also set up maintenance contracts. And remember that trash to treasure idea? They can actually sell the fertilizer the bins create. It all makes the entire system economically sustainable.
And you know, a technology like this is showing up at the absolute perfect moment. Our cities are growing faster than ever, and governments everywhere are investing in these smart city projects. Automated, hygienic solutions for basic problems like waste management, they're not just a cool idea anymore. They're becoming a necessity.
Which leaves us with one final, pretty cool thought. Beacon is reinventing the trash can by building intelligence right into it. And it really makes you wonder, if we can do this for something as simple as waste, what other everyday objects are just sitting there waiting for their own smart revolution? What do you think is next?